So here's my question.
Are we starting the interview now?
Now it's going.
Yeah.
Look at that little ship's camera right
I
there.
know.
Right?
It's to make it look like we're at sea.
We're at sea. Oh. Are we... Hold on.
We're
Hold
going to
on.
crest the wave.
That's
Here
a
we
big
go.
wave.
Hold on to the jib. It's like perfect storm.
Mayday. Yeah, exactly.
You're all wet now. Can someone get a towel, please? Sherlock Holmes. Not exactly like no one's ever done it before.
Well, we decided the most beloved characters in English
I'm not
literature.
familiar with any other versions.
Really?
This was new territory for me. I was like, let's do something fresh.
Yeah.
And I knew the kids are going to love.
Yeah.
Right? And here we are. Yeah.
Yeah, we decided that the most famous characters in English literature needed an American revamp by Will and I, but we still kept it English.
We still kept it English. Yeah, I mean, I think it was just I think it was time for our turn at Holmes and Watson.
Look, the truth is, these movies, the stories are so perennial and favorite. What am I trying to say? This is our first interview together, Harry. I don't have my sound bites together yet. Give me a second.
It's all about Brexit. It's all about Brexit.
Yeah, it's an allegory.
Because of Brexit, we thought, let's do Holmes and Watson.
Because it's the pulling apart
Yes.
and the coming,
And the coming
back,
back
together
together.
again. Yeah,
Right.
of course.
Yeah, what I was going to say was Sherlock Holmes is such a beloved series of stories because, I mean, look at like CSI, all these kind of detective shows or behind the scenes or forensic analysis shows. That's all Sherlock Holmes. And people, there's something about when you present, like it's almost like when you lose your glasses or something, which I'm sure you do once a day, at least, Harry, right?
Yeah.
You go, you are not satisfied until you find those glasses. And
That's right.
And Will's got them.
You want to see something really cool?
Yes, please.
Whoa! That's amazing.
Right? Middle-aged cool guy.
All right.
When I walk into a restaurant, people are like, right this way, Mr. Ferrell. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to pull your phone out
No.
and
No,
light
you
up the
don't.
whole
I
place.
just have
They don't
these-
even have to turn the lights
I
on at the
just have-
restaurant. You can find your
Yeah.
way there.
If there's ever a blackout, power outage, I'm ready to go.
The apocalypse.
Even though these are really hard to turn on and off.
Yeah.
They hurt your fingers.
Wow.
Speaking of glasses.
I'm going to stop trying to make actual points about the movie and just go with the convo, I think.
Several points. I thought being so true to the text was very important, the Conan Doyle text, because there's cocaine use, morphine use,
right.
all of which were legal when those things
in a
were
way,
written.
There was,
this stuff is very ripe for comedy because the Victorian era had all kinds of weird hang-ups and misconstrued ideas about science and health and
spiritualism.
Yeah.
You know,
they believed you could feel someone's skull and tell like what their personality was. Like, it's crazy.
so yeah, we took license with all of that.
Yeah. The English accents, I thought, I'm sure you probably went to England and found the very best
The best of the best.
accent teacher.
Yes. Yes.
And they would not work with us.
They were busy.
We just went for it on our own.
They were busy.
We just went for it.
They were busy.
Right.
I think it's so funny how so many British actors do American accents, and it's no big deal.
Right.
And we did British accents.
Yeah.
We-
Stop the press.
Stop the presses. We wanted to have a parade every day. But no, we were in there, swinging away.
Yes.
Yes.
No question.
Yes. Yes.
I thought I heard a little bearologist in the English.
A bearologist.
That's just a bad old reference. We can
Oh, okay.
sketch
There
that
might
could
have-
never get on television.
Yes, right,
Okay. So when you're working together, who breaks up more on set?
Gosh.
You know, I don't know if there's I don't know if there's any scientific analysis on that. I'd say it's a 50-50 split.
Yeah. First man tickled.
But it's
First man
it's
tickled
not
goes.
it's not on the big joke moments. It's not the moments where the
true.
rest of the crew may be laughing or
I remember a specific thing in Step Brothers where it was not some big laugh line that I had to get. It was like Will had cut himself on the bunk beds and I was like, what are we gonna do? And he just went real seriously. It's a waiting game, like, and I just lost it. I got very good at like not laughing because like Judd Apatow would have the greatest advice when we're doing Talladega. He's like, well, if you laugh, you ruin the take. So, you want to ruin the take? He's like, oh, right.
we pride ourselves on hanging in there as long as we can. But there was a moment in this film where there's a moment in the film where the first selfie is taken. Holmes and Watson create the first selfie, and through a set of circumstances, trying to get a better angle, we happen to knock out the Queen. We're taking this photo with the Queen Victoria, and we don't know. We think we've killed her, and we don't know what to do with the body, and it turns into a very slapstick moment where we're trying to
stuff the Queen's body into a trunk.
Dummy into a trunk. And at one point, I just started punching the behind. But I was very serious. I was not trying to get a laugh. I was just thinking, what would he do in a moment of panic?
Of course, punch her in the butt.
And
That's what you do to get someone in the trunk.
And so I got John on that one.
I was hyperventilating. I thought I was gonna pass out. Yeah, I tell you, it's a joy. It's a very effortful day at work with this guy every day because you gotta go for it. He follows an idea, you gotta go for it. But it's so much joy, man. What a great, joyful day at work these movies are to make. I have to say,
Absolutely.
So, do you at all feel guilty about the thousands and thousands and thousands of men who every time Step Brothers...
Erectile
Oh, is this...
Not that part.
no.
Not that part.
Okay.
Not that part. You're not responsible.
Okay.
Thousands of men who spend endless
Trying to quit
hours.
smoking? Is
no,
this the Reilly
no.
ads?
You're going to get there.
Genetics?
We're going to get there.
Okay, fine.
We're going to get there.
Okay.
Who, with their sweatpants and T-shirts and beer in hand,
Right.
watching Talladega Nights and Step Brothers
Yeah.
every time it comes on cable. Every single time. Thousands. They know the lines word by word. They know verbatim.
They know the lines better than we do.
I have people sidle up to me at airports and go, "Do you like guacamole?" What? Yes, I do. Oh, the movie. Right. Sorry.
I had a woman pull up next to me and go, "Why are you so sweaty?" And I literally had just gone on a bike ride. I'm like, "Oh, I was on a bike ride." She said, "No, that's Step Brothers. You're supposed to say you were watching Cops." She got mad. She accosted me.
The love is deep for those movies.
The love is deep and sometimes confusing to us, but we're so thankful to have it.
Yeah.
You don't feel guilty about it?
No. Are you kidding me?
Wives shouting across through the house, "Honey, come to bed. No, the good part's coming up. This is how we do it." Na 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 na.
There only is a little bit of guilt when you get like a 4-year-old walk up to you and like, "You're in Step Brothers." I'm like, you shouldn't be watching that movie. Yeah. But
There are worse things men could be watching late at night when their wives are
True.
trying to get them to go to bed.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
Good point.
Having a good laugh, that never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very important.
Yeah.
About Sherlock Holmes. Is it's a musical.
Another reason why to do this movie.
Yeah.
Is
no one's done that.
no one's broken out
Nope.
in song, realizing that it was wrong
Yeah.
to jail his best friend, Watson, for no reason.
Yes.
Basil Rathbone wish he had a musical number.
But yeah, it's a love letter to these characters, to their relationship, and it's another fantastic moment.
It's a real left turn in the movie too. You know, you're going along. It's a period correct Victorian comedy, and then left turn. Big musical number.
Shot at the Tower of London, the actual Tower of London.
In the actual Tower of London, where people died and were hung.
People have planned their vacation, but it was shut down those 2 days because we have to sing our musical number. Yes.
I think that's...
Thank you, Tower of London.
Yeah. Thank you, milady, queen.
The Queen herself who authorized it.
Yeah.
You got to believe like somebody like Benedict Cumberbatch or what's the guy's name?
Cumberbatch.
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll see this musical number and just go.
And yeah, he's either going to be extremely jealous. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Or he's going to come after us.
Or he'll be like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm fine. My legacy stands." I always wanted his name. Like,
I'm going to sleep good tonight.
Do you think it comes? You know, like those English names. It's like Glover. It's like my family used to make gloves. You know, Smith. My father was a blacksmith back in the day. I remember Cumberbatch means like cucumber patch,
Right.
or like cummerbund Smith.
Cummerbund Smith.
Yeah,
Designer of cummerbund.
it's got to be such an eccentric name.
He was so good at it, he made them in batches.
Cumberbund.
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch. Oh, a batch of cumberbuns. There we go. You've solved it, Harry.
I'm trying to help.
Good journalism.
Take that, fake news.
Yeah. Journalism is under fire these days, but Harry, you're fighting hard
Every day.
every day
Both fists.
in this moment,
Right.
especially
Pow,
showing
pow.
your aptitude.
Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We have some boxing in the movie. Speaking of pow pow, we've
Yeah.
got some big
Yeah.
boxing in the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Braun, WWE fans might be
Yeah.
aware of old Braun.
Right.
Who plays Queen Victoria?
That is
The Queen. It's Queen
actual-
Elizabeth.
Queen.
Is it Elizabeth or Queen Victoria?
Queen
No, it's Elizabeth playing Victoria. It was a lifelong
Pamela.
dream.
Yeah, it was.
Is that the Queen's actual name, Pamela?
Pamela. She's a.
Her real name is
Don't-
Pamela. They call her
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth, but at home they call her Pamela.
Oh, you're talking about Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Never mind. But that's her code name within Buckingham Palace. Does anyone have eyes on Pamela? Pamela is approaching. Pull the vehicle around for Pamela.
I remember the first time I was walking around Buckingham Palace. I was walking along, and I was like, "There's this low kind of stone wall," and I was thinking, like, "Man, it's just right
just
there.
hop right-
I
yeah.
just hop right over that wall." And I stopped, and I'm like, "I seriously could hop right up." And then I'm looking like, "Oh, there's a man with a rifle right there, looking at me right now." This duck blind up in the tree, so it's a lot more fortified than it might appear at first.
For those of you thinking about breaching,
Yeah, I still try to go in. He took a couple shots at me before they tackled me, but
they were rubber bullets.
yeah.
How much of this is one sort of? It's not even a serious question.
As opposed to the preceding question about Cumberbatch. And,
I'm doing my best here.
you're doing great.
you're
I have
Harry.
tears. I have tears here.
Delightful.
Right.
This is going on your reel, Harry.
Because you're always looking for that
Yes.
next
You gotta-
job.
yep.
You've got to go
You
up
gotta-
a market.
totally.
You want to go up a market, right? No lateral moves.
Nope.
Right? Oh, jeez.
All right, what was the serious question?
Ad-libbing.
Oh, silly question.
Ad-libbing.
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 So you're in the scenes.
right.
It's all on the page,
Yep.
and you start to go.
Right.
And then who goes where?
Well,
This is a very imprecise science you're describing.
Yeah.
It's really just Will and I just trying to survive out there on camera.
there's a combination of, there's some additional alt jokes that are written off to the side we may try here and there, and then if something happens we just keep going with it. But
Yeah.
but this was a little bit different because it's the architecture of Sherlock Holmes, and these, especially for my character, the stuff I had to say, these huge passages of sounding intelligent.
Yeah, between the accent, which had to be consistent as we could make it, and the plot. It's a mystery, so it wasn't like Step Brothers and Talladega Nights. We had all kinds of room to kind of like just go nuts and just we would do the scripted version and then literally do a completely improvised version of each take. But on this one, there were certain marks we had to had to hit. So I was going to say certain marks we had to miss, certain marks we had to hit. So yeah, we didn't do as much improvising on this one, but the spirit of it was still there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. A couple of things very quickly. What is it, an Anchorman podcast?
Next year.
Next year?
Really?
Recording them right now.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Ron Burgundy is the host?
Ron Burgundy.
Holy cow. Wow. I got to get on that show.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's hosting his own podcast. He doesn't really know what a podcast is. He talks about that a lot. He's fearful of it. He thinks at first he thought it was just played on the radio. He's always...
Well, aliens come from pods. So
Yeah.
It could be that.
Pretty close, yeah. And speaking of aliens in outer space, I thought you and Guardian in the Galaxy was... For me, it's one of those... It's another one of those movies you watch a million times. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Guardians of the Galaxy was great. I shot that in London, actually. I shot it in London. No, the reason I mentioned it, because I've just been out here talking about so many different movies then that's kind of a call back at this point. But I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
So did a billion other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots.
That movie made a whole bunch of cash.
We're good. We're really good. This is really great.
Just cut that part out.
Believe me.
Yeah. I've been in so many movies at this point. You can just name a random movie. I'm probably in it.
Yeah?
Yeah. So.
Have you forgotten what movies you were in? Has anyone ever come up to you and say, you were so great in so-and-so, and you said...
No, I remember, because those are important moments in your life. Whether the movie is your favorite movie or not, you still have like various things that happen on those movies, like you meet a new friend or...
I had a day at one of my kids' baseball games where I was watching the game, and a guy comes by with his son and is like, hey, can we take a photo? And I said, you know what? I'm watching my kid's game, and that's kind of my contract with my children, that when I'm doing stuff with them, I don't do any of that stuff. I'm sure you understand. Kind of walks away. Hour later, he comes by with his kid, and he's like, yeah, nice to meet you, Will.
Ooh.
Really liked you in Kindergarten Cop, but wouldn't take a photo with me, so I guess we won't watch that again.
You weren't in kindergarten.
Like I was not in it, so burn on you. So I got thrown Kindergarten Cop. So I'm not in that.
You weren't in that?
I would have liked to have seen you in that. Now I'm sounding like my mom. My mom.
Why don't you do that?
Yeah, she's like, I saw that movie Big with that Tom Hanks. Why didn't you do that? Like, let's see, Mom. They didn't ask. Tom Hanks.
Why didn't they ask?
I don't know.
What does Tom Hanks have over you?
These are the kind of conversations I
Should you
have
sit
with
down
my
with
mom.
Tom Hanks?
I'm going to talk to that Tom Hanks. Why does he keep
What's
doing
the
everything?
name of the studio that made that movie? I'll call them.
Please don't, Mom. Please don't.
No, I'm going to call them. Guess what? I called them. They're not calling me back. You call them.
She's so funny. My family had nothing to do with show business. Nobody in my family had anything. But my mom quickly adopted kind of like a very aggressive showbiz like ideas about things. I'd call her and I'd be like, Mom, I'm in whatever. I'm in Guardians of the Galaxy. It just came out today. She's like, that's great. What else are you doing?
You got to give me more.
What's next? Like, I don't know.
Give me more.
Yeah, it's a big movie. Like, I'm just excited to tell you. I don't have another job right now. Oh, you better get going. Like, okay. Good to see you. Good to talk to you.
You have to do this all day. Thank you so much. Really,
pleasure.
Really.
Great to see you again.
Really.
Thanks. I hope people like this Christmas present that we're giving them.
Well, that's it. Now,
Yeah.
is this a Christmas movie?
Oh, sure. Merry Old England and all.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. On
Tiny
Christmas
Tim.
Day, beautiful beautiful package of Holmes and Watson underneath the movie-going Christmas tree. Don't use that. God, we're really blowing it.
Yeah, you have the glasses.
I got the glass.
The interview's going to be 5 minutes long. And it's going to be mostly the glasses.